Welcome back. Now, for the right motivation this Monday, we have Gloria, a LinkedIn visibility coach and lead consultant. Now, she's inspired by the Gloria Academy, where she teaches mid-level, senior career women how to build visibility and establish thought leadership on LinkedIn. Now, she's joined us via Skype today to talk to us about how to stay visible while working from home. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. It's great to be on.
It's really great to be talking to you as well. Now, this is something that a lot of people, especially women, are very concerned about. They're wondering how to remain relevant while they're on lockdown. So they're going online, they're seeing other people post things, other people sort of selling their market, so to speak. But how do they remain relevant if they have that kind of product that's not really that visually appealing?
So for me, what it is for me is, I teach visibility on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, I find right now what is happening on LinkedIn is that people are actually searching for information. They are searching for content. Even LinkedIn has spoken about how there are now many more users on LinkedIn since the lockdown started. So definitely there are a lot more users now. There are a lot more eyeballs. So this is the time to get attention. Now, the key way to get attention is by selling value, not necessarily marketing a product per se, but selling the value your product provides. So I think it's really about coming down to the nuts and bolts. As a professional, what value do I add to the workplace? How do I add value to my workplace? How do I provide results for my company? If you're a business owner, what value do I provide to my customers? And writing articles that showcase that value. But before you even start doing that on LinkedIn, you have to make sure that you have a correct profile, that your profile dazzles, that it shows people that really you are a professional, really you know what you are talking about. So make sure that your profile is optimized with keywords that people will be searching for during this season.
Okay.
And then make sure that you have a great network. So I think LinkedIn, there are over 600 million users on LinkedIn globally. And millions of users in Africa itself. And this is the time now to start building networks. People are talking about things that you care about. Connect with them on LinkedIn. So that when you are now, and if your audience is also on LinkedIn, start connecting with your audience. So that when you are now talking about products, you're talking about the value you add to your workplace, you have an audience that is ready and willing to listen to you.
I want to take you back to a term you used. You said keywords. Now, a lot of people, so I know that the word tags on social media, the way people tag posts actually affects how many people get to see such posts. Now, on LinkedIn, you're saying keywords are important. What sort of keywords would I be looking for to use if, for instance, I was looking for something to do in media?
Okay, fantastic. So that's actually an excellent question. So on LinkedIn, keywords are, yes, people use hashtags on LinkedIn so that people can find their articles. But for people to find you, recruiters and top career executives and decision makers to find you, they search for keywords. So for example, you are in media. What are the key skills you have that make you great for your job? If a recruiter is searching for you now, what would they be searching for? So maybe it's digital skills, maybe it's journalism, maybe it's public speaking. These are the kinds of things that should be in your LinkedIn profile. Okay. So one way to find out, okay, what keywords are relevant for me? Research other top media experts on LinkedIn, see how they are describing themselves. Find what power words and keywords they are using. What key skills are they emphasizing on their profile? You can also check on Google or even on LinkedIn as well, again, for job descriptions that match the kind of job you're looking for or the kind of job you currently have, and see what keywords there are in the job description that describe your skills the best. So that's the best way to get found on LinkedIn.
So we did start off this conversation talking about how to stay visible while working from home. Now, we've mentioned keywords, but I also want to say visibility sort of has something to do with staying relevant as well.
Of course.
Visibility and relevance sort of work hand in hand. A lot of people are worried that their jobs might not even be relevant in a post-COVID-19 world. So what would you say to that?
So I think now is the time to start doing research. For those that are worried about, job security, you need to start understanding, first of all, do a skills assessment. Understand what skills do I have? And you mentioned something really important, relevance. What makes you relevant are the skills you have as a professional. So you need to do a skills audit. On the projects that I have been very successful at, on the places at work that I've gotten the most compliments, what have been the key skills I used in those things? Because a lot of professionals, believe it or not, are not even sure about how they add value in the workplace. So that's the first step. Understand your key skills. Once you now understand that, carry on.
Go ahead.
Once you now understand your key skills, you now have to think about, how do I communicate these key skills in a way that the people that are looking for me will see me as relevant? And that is the magic. That's where the magic happens, right? When you now understand, okay, what are the problems that people need my skills are trying to solve? And then communicating your skills in a way that solves that problem. So let's use your media example that you gave as an example, right? So you work in the media, as opposed to just saying, I'm TV producer at TVC, for example. Why don't you write about digital skills, journalism, different things that people in your sector will be looking for to find? The same thing as a marketing and communications professional. Maybe you want to talk about communication strategies that you've written in the past, things like that, so that you are projected and people can immediately see the value you can add in the organization. So that's for the skills you have now. Then you now need to start doing research. What are the top skills? People like World Economic Forum and different international organizations have published different articles about the future of work and the future skills that will be relevant. Maybe not necessarily post-COVID-19, but certainly for the future. And you can start to research on this and start to read up on this to see where you need to upskill. Where are your skills gaps? And what work or resources or courses can you start to take now to future-proof your career and stay relevant?
All right. So I have to ask, you've probably done a lot of consulting with a lot of people. What is one of the most challenging things for people to accept about, working online and trying to remain relevant? Whenever you're advising.
I think the most things the most common problem I see, especially with women, is this idea of, I don't want to be out there. I hear it so many times. Wow. I don't want to be out there. I just want to be here. I want to just do my work. My work will speak for me. Unfortunately, in the world we are living in now, especially now that we're even going digital, so they can't even see you punching into the office. Just doing your work, closing your computer at the end of the day is no longer enough. You actually risk obscurity if you are doing that. You now need to learn how to talk about your skills. You now need to learn how to advertise your skills, advertise yourself, talk about the accomplishments that you've made in your career. This is the time, if never before. Now you need to start doing that.
Wow. So you have to literally put yourself out there, because I guess nobody else is going to blow your own trumpet.
Nobody. Even your work doesn't have a mouth. The only person that has a mouth is you, right? You are the only person that can talk about your work in a way that will be compelling. And you have to understand how to do that. Communication is an essential skill. Even, especially as we enter the digital world, learning how to communicate in a compelling, concise way. So make it short but sharp. Is very, very important.
Okay, so from everything you've said here now, it seems like LinkedIn is no longer just your online CV. It's a lot more. A lot of people just think about LinkedIn like that.
Yes.
And the mindset has to change. So when it comes to being visible, LinkedIn is a major platform for you to consider, right?
Yes. So think about it this way: business and entrepreneurs are using Instagram to grow their markets. LinkedIn is your equivalent as a professional. You need to be on LinkedIn now to start building professional credibility and demonstrating your expertise as a professional.
All right then. Now I have to say thank you so much for your contribution so far on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
I know that there are probably a lot of people that have questions online, and we're going to be asking people to reach out to us on Twitter and of course on Facebook. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC if you have any questions about this. But one final question, just to hit the nail on the head. If you're not on LinkedIn updating your profile right now, what does that mean for you as a professional?
It means you are not being seen. It means that you are risking nobody knowing about you. It means that right now, if you lose your job, God forbid, it means that you're going to have to start really, really working hard to get visibility. The time to get visible on LinkedIn is now. Like I said earlier, there are over 600 million users on LinkedIn. You will not get that in any WhatsApp group. You will not get that at any event. You will not get that at any webinar. LinkedIn offers you an opportunity to scale your professional visibility, and you need to start doing that now.
All right. Thank you so much for wrapping it up like that in a tiny, neat bow. I had, so many things that I was thinking about with regards online platforms, but I never thought about LinkedIn as a platform as important as this. Thank you so much, Gloria, for contributing today. And
Thank you
hopefully
for
we'll be
having
talking
me.
to you soon.
I'm looking forward to
Stay
it for
safe.
sure. You too. Bye-bye.
All right, and with that, we have to take a quick break. But there's still so much more on Wake Up Nigeria.